On the Nautilus, men's hearts never fail them. No defects to be afraid of, for the double shell is as firm as iron. No rigging to attend to, no sails for the wind to carry away, no boilers to burst, no fire to fear, for the vessel is made of iron, not of wood. No curve to run short, for electricity is the only power. No collision to fear, for it alone swims in deep water. No tempest to brave, for when it dives below the water, it reaches absolute tranquility. That is the perfection of vessels. These lines by French writer Jules Verne in his novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea best describe a submarine. Submarines are formidable, lethal, and covert vessels. They can catch anyone by surprise and blow up entire fleets before anyone knows what hit them. The strongest of navies have the best of submarines, and India is one of them. India is about to emerge as a submarine superpower, and let's just say, things are about to get very wet for China. Hi and welcome. This is TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Sanbir Anhotra, and in this video I will tell you how India is going on an unprecedented spree of building submarines to blow up China's paper naval fleet in the coming years. India has stepped up its naval game big time. China is in for big trouble. Sure, the Chinese Navy has the largest fleet in the world, but what the paper dragon does not have is cutting-edge technology, indigenous R&D avenues, and a reliable defense manufacturing industry. India, with one move, has given nod to not just the manufacturing of 6 advanced conventional submarines, but has also laid the ground for this process, giving an unprecedented boost to the domestic defense industry of the country. Under the P-75I program, India is set to become an exporter of defense equipment, including submarines. The Indian Defense Ministry on Tuesday issued the request for proposal or the formal tender to domestically build 6 conventional submarines for the Indian Navy at a cost of 40,000 crore rupees, which is roughly $7 billion, over a month after the mega acquisition project was cleared. The request for proposal was issued to 2 major Indian shipbuilders, who are now required to partner with leading global submarine and ship manufacturers and come up with their collective bids for the landmark project, which promises to transform India's defense industry. According to India Today, the foreign manufacturers will enable Indian strategic partners for construction of submarines, achieving high levels of indigenization and transfer of technology. They would enable the setting up of dedicated manufacturing lines for these submarines in India by providing transfer of technology for submarine design and other technologies, and make India the global hub for submarine design and production. Currently, India has 12 conventional submarines in addition to 2 nuclear-powered ones. Another SSBN INS Arighat will be commissioned into the Navy this year. In a statement, the Indian Defense Ministry said, the overall aim would be to progressively build indigenous capabilities in the public-private sector to design, develop, and manufacture complex weapon systems for the future needs of the armed forces. This will be an important step towards meeting broader national objectives, encouraging self-reliance, and aligning the defense sector with the Make in India initiative of the government. Separately, the Indian Navy is also pushing Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government for giving a go-ahead to the project, under which 6 nuclear-powered submarines will be made available to the country's underwater fleet. According to the Times of India, construction of 3 of the 6 nuclear submarines, each weighing over 6,000 tons and costing around 15,000 crore rupees, is likely to be cleared in the first go by the Indian Cabinet Committee of Security. The P-75I and India's strategic partnership model at large is aimed at making the country a net exporter of defense equipment to countries, especially across the Indo-Pacific. Once India gains access to foreign submarine technologies and gets the submarine building platforms ready, it will be in a position to develop submarines and ships for ASEAN nations that are eternal victims of Chinese belligerence and aggression. Already, India has gifted a Kilo-class submarine to Myanmar, which will further New Delhi's objective of countering growing Chinese influence in a region which is considered as India's backyard. The Indian government was so far in a split. While one lobby was pushing for the authorization of India's 3rd aircraft carrier, the other was pushing for an expansion of the country's submarine fleet. Evidently, the submarine proponents seem to have won the tussle. India currently has 1 aircraft carrier, with another slated to be inducted into the Navy next year. In contrast, China currently has 2 carriers and a third one, for which the Paper Dragon has no fighter jets, is under development. But India does not really need a third aircraft carrier against China. It has the Andaman and Nicobar Islands to serve as an immovable aircraft carrier at perhaps the most crucial choke point in the world, which is the Strait of Malacca. Using this island chain, India has the ability to choke China's energy and oil supplies whenever it wants. The Narendra Modi-led government has already devised a strategy to shore up its influence and reach among countries in the Indian Ocean region and ASEAN by exporting them weapons and military equipment to counter China. According to the print, as part of its intention to emerge as the preferred military partner for the Indian Ocean region and Africa, India has come out with a list of 152 defense items that are available to friendly nations. This includes the Tejas fighter aircraft, Dhruv and Rudra choppers, besides the light combat helicopter, the BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles, and the Akash air defense systems. Countries which India is hoping to provide defense equipment to are Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Maldives, Seychelles, Mauritius, Vietnam, the Philippines, and Indonesia, among others. To become a net security provider in the region, India is also looking to establish military bases in some countries located within the Indo-Pacific. Once India and subsequently ASEAN countries boost their naval and submarine capabilities, China won't be able to mess around in the region. Already, terrestrially, China has been given quite a beating by the Indian Army in eastern Ladakh, where the Paper Dragon stretched its luck too far. Now that India is about to emerge as a submarine superpower, China faces a double whammy because New Delhi will soon weaponize countries across the Indo-Pacific against China, especially those in Southeast Asia.